Hello, my name is Beverly Mallory, and I had the pleasure of leading the group that was originally set up for a group dynamics class that I take at Liberty University. The group was promoted through word of mouth through some of my friends, and then they in return share the information with their friends. I only knew 5 of the 10 participants. The other 5 were friends of my friends. The group met Tuesday, September 29th at 7 p.m. in my family room that provided adequate space for social distancing. The group is open and currently have 11 participants, one of those participants being myself. The group is open and will remain open due to others inquiring about the group because of the success. The group lasted for 2.5 hours that allowed a discussion about the purpose of the group, the introduction and icebreaker, and a caring and sharing session. 3 rectangular tables were used to create space while giving an intimate setting for each person to feel safe due to COVID-19. Some participants wore face masks. A temperature screening was performed upon the arrival of each participant. There was hand sanitizers and disinfectant wipes at each table to ensure that everyone utilized proper sanitary practices. Each participant were married businesswomen from the age of 35 to 55. The goal and purpose of the group is to provide an environment for married businesswomen to meet with other like-minded women to provide an environment for support, encouragement, and discuss ways that they find balance in the dual or multiple roles that they play within their home and the community. The group also allowed for networking, shared ideas and tips, and ways that we all can actually empower each other as women in the roles that we play. This is a new group, but I am now involved in a semi-monthly meeting. Prior to this particular group, I have not ever been a part of a type of group like this. However, I did participate in an online Facebook group for women from all walks of life that have their own businesses or desire to have a business of their own. The group dynamics and the content and process of this group is as followed. The group flowed from the beginning to the end. The tone setting was set in place by starting the group with prayer and inviting the Holy Spirit to lead, guide, and direct the meeting according to the plans that God has for each of us. None of the participants had any problem with the prayer, as all of them are believers. I made sure to mention that although we did not all know each other personally, we all had some things in common, such as we were all wives, daughters, mothers, sisters, students, and or business owners. Refreshments were served for those that desired them because food has a tendency to create a good mood. The next step included sharing the purpose of the group. There were only 2 rules that was reiterated from the very beginning, and those rules are participate, 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 and to have respect for others as you will have them to respect you. The icebreaker was a part of the introduction as I introduced myself and acted out my business for others to guess. You can sort of say a business game of charades. It created laughing moments through women being able to participate and to get themselves ready. Each person introduced themselves with their charade demonstration with very little hesitation. The level of respect that was in the room was notated because the women were very mature and they was ready to share and to glean from one another because they understood the whole purpose prior to coming to the meeting in the first place. This icebreaker activity opened up the discussions for the type of businesses that the women had, being able to feel comfortable amongst people that had very similar things in common with them, to share their business ideas and services and the role that they play within their homes and in the community. I use modeling and self-disclosure to share my good, bad, and ugly struggles and the multiple roles that I play as a wife, a mother, a grad student, and a businesswoman. The openness allowed participants to want to provide feedback, to share their good, their bad, their struggles, and the many roles that they play as well. It appeared that setting the tone caused others to flow accordingly without having to wait for anyone to just jump in. Quickly, it was apparent of the comfort of the meeting that it seemed like as if everyone knew each other for years, that we were no longer strangers. Each member provided words of encouragement and support towards others through speaking kind words and giving tips on what they do to sort of wind down after a long day. Questions were asked about how some handled their many roles that they play and what they do to remain sane. Many women began to just share a day-to-day activity, what a day looks like from the time that they wake up to the time that they go to bed. There was active participation from each participant as we all wanted to learn something about being a better version of ourselves. Active listening skills were used to retain information that was being spoken of and to provide the support and encouragement that each of us needed. The information was used to reflect on similarities and the benefits of accountability that we are going to have towards one another. Business cards and flyers were exchanged for those that brought them because we asked them to bring those items with them prior to the meeting. The meeting serves as a way to spread the news of businesses and services that are being offered from each of us. The assessment portion consists of this. As I reflected on this group meeting, I can honestly say that I think I did a pretty good job. I felt really comfortable because it was something that I too needed for myself. I received kudos and thumbs up for the establishment of what is now a semi-monthly group. And there are potential new participants. The vibe was on point, and I set a positive and inviting tone through prayer, modeling, and self-disclosure. The purpose, rules, and expectations were discussed and maintained throughout the setting by me setting an example as the group leader. Although I was the group leader, I was an actual participant, which made them feel as if that we were all comfortable and all had the same role, although I took the lead. I made sure to put myself in a position of emphasizing how much the group meant to me and what I hope to gain from the sharing of others. There were no challenges that I can note in the group, with the exception of knowing that the group could have gone longer, but we all agreed that we would stick to the 2.5 hours. I pride myself in setting an example as a leader and a participant. I was told that I made everyone feel comfortable and welcome to be themselves after the prayer and self-disclosure. The group was handled in an appropriate manner with no changes that needed to be made according to the participants. Now, the conclusion and application of this activity assignment is as follows. There were many highlights that I took from the group meeting. One in particular was one of my friends pointed out to the participants that this was actually designed to be a one-time assignment for a class that I have. But as we see, a greater need for wives and business women is a great and desired need. I recognize that I am a leader by nature as I transition each topic smoothly from the beginning with prayer to the introduction and the icebreaker and the discussion of the roles that each of us play. Everyone participated, everyone contributed, everyone stated that they, look forward to the next meeting. I understand that setting the tone, and the examples used from myself sharing help others with their transition as well. The group voted to continue to meet at least twice a month so that we can come together as women to just share and to just vent and empower one another. Now, my concluding thought is this. Your purpose will find you once you step out of your comfort zone. I thank you for watching. God bless.